Early Tuesday morning,
We're here because we care about your safety.
Portland firefighters gathered outside City Hall,
And we think these budget cuts are dangerous.
protesting proposed budget cuts to their bureau.
Anytime that we reduce the number of firefighters, that means we don't have the resources we need to be able to put out fires.
They filled council chambers for 3 hours
I love seeing it. This is the people's house.
as councilors took up Mayor Keith Wilson's plan to close a record $163 million general fund shortfall. Public safety bureaus make up much of that general fund.
When I set up this budget, focuses to reduce unsheltered homelessness, end it, which will reduce the burden on our public safety system.
Potential cuts to the Fire Bureau include fewer on-duty firefighters, reduced administrative staff, and scaling back the overdose response team.
Fire is the least cut bureau that we have.
If public safety is a core service that local government provides, then we're violating that.
I've been on this council since 2020. I've been a part of the rebuilding of BOEC 911, of fire and police, and I'll be darned if I'm going to watch it backpedal.
Fire Station 22 in the St. John's neighborhood is at risk of losing its only rig that carries water, meaning it would no longer be able to fight fires.
That seems like an untenable cut for safety for our community.
Putting the burden on surrounding stations, increasing emergency response times.
I mean, anytime you're talking about a fire station having a brownout, right, not having a truck or an engine ready 24 hours a day is a huge concern.
This feels a little bit like here we go again to the St. John's neighborhood. Last year, they were first on the list for losing a community center. This year, they are first on the list for losing a fire engine.
Councillor Steve Novick is proposing cuts to city council staff instead.
We have bigger office budgets than city councilors in Seattle or Denver.
As councilors work through weeks of budget revisions, they now face a key decision. Will public safety be spared?
That's my hope.
I doubt that there'll be a one with no cuts, but I think there are places that you can look that aren't frontline responders.
I don't think that's possible with the level of cut that we have to make, but we certainly need to be using a scalpel.
And Councillor Ilana Pertolgini says she's already drafting an amendment to restore that St. John's fire engine. And one thing Councillor Dan Ryan emphasized today was that despite their differences, all 12 councillors agree on protecting emergency response times. They want them improving, not getting worse. So expect some proposed changes in the coming weeks before a final budget vote in June. The deadline for councillors to submit their budget amendments is May 14th. And the Police Bureau is also facing potential cuts, more than $17 million. Council takes that up next week. We'll keep you posted. But now we want to hear from you. What do you think about the proposed cuts to Portland Fire? Did anything that you hear tonight stand out to you? Let us know. Email the story at kgw.com or call and leave us a voicemail, 503-226-5090.